Okay. Okay. Hello and welcome to the podcast by Astitva Prakashan. Today we have Ms. Neelam, a dedicated professional currently working with a renowned chartered accountant firm in Bangalore. She is an intern CA and a graduate from DMS College, Bangalore. She has been passionate about writing since the age of 15. Hello and welcome, ma'am.
Hello.
First of all, I would like to congratulate you on the release of the book. Many, many congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, how are you feeling now your book has been released and what are the reactions you are getting from the friends, families?
Yeah, it's a great thing. They never believed that I could write a book and publish it. It was really something different kind of a feeling, like something we have accomplished in life.
Okay, ma'am. So I want to ask you, took you so many years? Like you were passionate from the age of 15 and it took so many years to write a book.
Yeah, that is because actually I went into the field of chartered accountancy. That is too very demanding. How many hours we have? 24 hours in a day is not sufficient for that. So in the early days, we were sitting and studying, and then once we got the job, that was very tedious. So this went to the background actually.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I want to ask you the inspiration behind your book. What was the inspiration behind your book?
Actually, though I was interested in writing a book, I never got the opportunity, and I never thought I will write a book and publish also. But during the lockdown period, I had plenty of holidays, nothing to do. That time it was like the first lockdown was a total shutdown. I never received any calls, nothing, no work. So at that time, I thought like, why don't I use this time to do something? First thing that came to my mind was I'll write a book. So that's how it started.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if you could just explain us the overall concept of your book in very simple words to our viewers.
Overall concept in the sense like about the book, about the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a adventure undertaken by the teen friends. That is two male and one female, like two boys and one girl. As teen friends, they have grown up together in a beautiful village, and they are very interested in taking up adventures, mainly to save their village or to help somebody, something like that. So that way they encounter very dangerous monster creeper which destroys their forest and other things. So to kill that creeper, they need one magic potion which is very far away. So that's the adventure starts. Like they have to go, then they have to face so many difficulties, and then finally get the magic potion, come back and destroy the monster creeper.
Okay, ma'am.
That's the movie.
So
Yeah.
that's so interesting, ma'am. I want to ask you how do you came into this genre of writing a book?
Okay. This actually, I usually like adventure stories, and see from the beginning I used to read Nancy Drew and Sherlock Holmes, something like that. Only I used to read. I was more interested in finding some solution for some problem, something like that, and adventure. Just take risk and do something successful, something like that. So automatically, when I thought I want to write, I thought I want to write adventure series only.
Okay,
Fiction is
ma'am.
also on my mind. Uh, Let me see when I can do that.
Absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, what's the inspiration behind the title of the book? Like the
Yeah,
adventure of
actually,
Arjun and friends. What's the inspiration behind it?
yeah, this is ultimately friends should start. The names of all three friends should start with a single alphabet. Either it should be A or V or anything. But then A suited everything. Like B, I tried. Somehow it didn't happen. So finally, I said, okay, A is fine. So all three friends' names starts with A. So I wanted that adventure because Arjun and friends. I wanted that to come as a main theme, and whatever adventure they take, it should be like a subtitle. So automatically, that came like that.
Okay. So, ma'am, I want to ask, uh, if I may ask, what to say, how do you balance your professional life with writing?
Yeah, that's a bit difficult actually. My profession is really very demanding actually.
Really very tough. Like being a chartered accountant, like it's too much.
Yeah.
We really know. Like for some of my friends are going for the CA and all, so they do not really get any time to do anything else. Also, like they are 24 hours study, 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 study. That's all they have, and practice, practice, practice. So
Exactly.
how is it
Yeah.
possible
We
for
need
you, man?
Yeah, completely we need to keep updating ourselves. So really the profession is very, very demanding. So I don't get time from morning till night. Only I take out I sleep very late. Or 2 or 2:33 only I sleep. So I take some 2 3 hours every day. So I manage that way. Every day I just sit up late. 2 hours or 3 hours I take up out of my sleep. I steal some hours, and that's how I manage. Saturday, Sunday will be an off actually, but during the peak hours, peak seasons, no, even that we
Yeah,
don't have. From July it starts till December.
yeah,
That's a very peak season. So those times we cancel our Saturdays also. So
yeah.
usually during the days only I take out some 2 3 hours in the night. That's how I manage.
Okay. So, ma'am, I just want to ask more about the central character of the book, Arjun. Like, does it have a personal connection with your life, or it just came onto your mind?
It's totally fiction. There is nothing reality linked with this. All the characters, everything is fictional only.
Okay. And could you please just explain in simple words the central character, Arjun?
Yeah. Actually, I wanted some special features in the person because the adventures what they are going to undertake, I wanted to make it little complicated and very dangerous kind of thing. Normal human being will never be able to get over all those issues or problems or anything. So they need some special features in them, special powers. So I made the character Arjun to have the ability to speak and converse with animals, birds, and trees and things like that. So, anytime any help or any danger he encounters, he'll be able to immediately get to know about that through the animals and birds. Apart from that, he was like the things, sword and other things. So, he was like trained person, like a warrior. He was like almost like a warrior. And the other character, he was very intelligent and he was into inventing new things like that flying skates and flying recording machines and tiny recording machines and so many things he used to keep inventing, which they used to use during their adventures. And the other character, Arti, she has got a very beautiful vision. Like any small things, tiny things also will not miss from our eyesight. So some special features had to be there in order to accomplish their adventures.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am,
Mm.
what is the biggest challenge you face while writing this adventurous story?
Mainly like I knew certain concepts, some things I had to do it, but I didn't know how to start it, where to start and what to start. That was difficult actually. I knew like I want the three characters, everything I knew, but then how to start the story was like a little difficult because this was the first one. That I had a little bit of difficulty. And once I knew how to start it, then there was no problem. It moved. Aram said moved.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, there are few times we are really very demotivated while writing, or we are just stuck into one place. We don't know what to write next, and an idea doesn't come up. So, I guess you might have also been there. So, what was your experience, and could you please advise us how can we overcome it?
Yeah, actually, the demotivation, I never had any demotivation because I don't know, like I started writing, then there was no issue. Like things just flew, like it was like flowing from my mind. So I didn't get any demotivation. In fact, I was more motivated actually to keep writing because the flow was so fast that I couldn't write because I was getting so many ideas to write, but I didn't have that much of speed to write or the time to complete it. So that was how like I used to just write one or two sentences, and then afterwards I used to sit and write in detail. It was like that. But many times it may happen that like after writing to a certain extent, then you will come to a full stop. Like, hey, how to proceed from here? Then at that moment you just give a gap, leave it off everything, stop. You can go to sleep, you can do other works, everything. Then in the background in your mind it will be sitting. Slowly you can just get the connectivity to write the next step, because as you are decided to write, you will definitely get the next connectivity to write.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would love to know, ma'am, what do you hope children to take away from this book about friendship, about teamwork?
Yeah, actually, now the kids are really intelligent. They are very, very intelligent. But the main problem with them is they spend most of the time on TV and mobile. Instead of that, they have to spend with. They should have a network of their friends. They should go out and play with them. They'll get ideas, and that friendship, that will give them so much of confidence, independence. They'll learn so many things with so many. If four or five friends are there together every evening, they spend some half an hour, 1 hour together, they'll get to learn so much from each other. Instead of only one person and five people sit around and speak, we'll also get so many things to learn. So they should not confine themselves only to the room, TV and mobile. Instead they have to spend more time with friends, and they should work on teamwork. That way they can build their individual capacity as well.
Absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, I would love to know about your writing journey. How do you came into the world of writing?
Yeah, actually, though I had many ideas in mind, I actually never actually felt like I should sit and write a story. I never felt. Only when I was in seventh or eighth, I wrote one book. But after that, nobody took interest, and I also didn't have any interest. I just simply left it off. But this COVID was a changing, it's a turning point in my life actually. At that moment, I thought, okay, I will just write. I thought. Then I sat and decided on what I have to write. Once I got the idea to write an adventure, then slowly I thought, okay, I'll sit and write. After sitting and started writing, then I thought, okay, I can write. So that gave me so much of confidence. I think mostly I should give credit to that lockdown only for this.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to know, is there a favorite character or a favorite part of the book you enjoyed the most while writing?
Yeah, actually, obviously, Arjun is my favorite character. But at the same time, I have given importance to all three characters. I've never separately made him stand out. He's main hero, Arjun and friends. So he's my favorite character. And as far the scene is concerned, the part is concerned, there is one scene where Arjun will teach the princess that who lives in that desert palace. He'll teach the princess certain conversations, like certain words or something, which she can use to converse with tiny animals and birds. So this brings a lot of change in the princess. And when I was trying to write that feelings, that emotions and all, that's like I really enjoyed writing that part.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, can you please tell us about the village Indrapuri and why did you choose that setting?
Yeah, actually, I chose Indrapuri because I wanted it to have a connection with Indralok. Indralok is like where gods live,
Yeah,
actually, as per
yeah.
mythology, and that is they say like it's a very divine place, very beautiful place, and all. So to bring about that definition, I wanted to equate it with Indralok. So I gave it Indrapuri, the name Indrapuri.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
I and I made certain beautiful things also. All the beautiful things I wanted to be in that village. Like there was a mountain and freshwater lakes and the forest, the very dense forest was in the very close vicinity. So all that made it even more beautiful.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, how did you came up with the idea with three friends having superpowers and they are like on a good way? They are helping their villages and uh, like how did it came up?
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking like adventure means like some 3 to 4 friends has to be there. But how many numbers I want? I was thinking about that. When I thought 4 people means it will become like a more of a crowd, and I have to give an explanation for each and every one of them. Like I can't leave out one in the conversation. I have to bring all 4 together only. So that was like little bit more. I felt, and the two like it was very small. I felt 3 numbers means it will be correct. 3 members taking the adventure. I felt that was ideal. So I thought I'll go ahead with that. And I wanted the special powers in them because the adventures were like that. It was very complicated. It required certain facilities at certain stages. Like some places in the forest they cannot walk. Those places they can use at flying skates. So for that, I gave different powers to different people, so that I can use those powers whenever it's required in the adventure.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, how did you decide the plot of this story? How did it came up to your mind?
Actually, that was like some fantasy. This thing only. Like my grandmother used to tell a lot of fantasy stories and all. Panchatantra stories. So many she used to relate. So we used to keep hearing it for so many years. So I felt like something like this it should be that monster creeper, and that it took some time for me to identify. First, I was thinking whether it should be a Rakshas type or demon or something, or so many other things I thought of. But then ultimately, I gave up everything because like it was like totally I could not manage those things. Then finally, I thought a creeper should be fine. It will be stable in one place and it will keep destroying the trees. It will not destroy other people and all. So they also should get some time to go and get that magic potion. So with all that in mind, I decided creeper should be best. So it will keep destroying the trees and at the same time pose a heavy sort of a danger to them. They cannot ignore. And at the same time, they had some time to go and come back with the magic potion. So a creeper and magic potion was the main thing for me.
Okay, ma'am. So, I just want to ask, ma'am, if you want to recommend books like to read, could you please recommend any three books of your favorite?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know about others now what children's like, but Nancy Drew series I enjoyed a lot, and there was a Huckleberry Finn adventures, and the detective series of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
These are like something they can read. It's really good, very good books.
Okay, ma'am. If you want to give some writing tips to the beginners, those who want to start writing and cannot just start it, because due to whatever reason, what's your advice on it?
Yeah, actually, what I suggest is they should not block their mind. Let the academics be there. It will always be there. It will never end till they finish their engineering, whatever it is. But during this period, let them not waste their time. Somewhere, let them give wings to their passion, whatever may be the thing, like writing, whatever fiction, adventure, science fiction, romance, whatever it will be. Let them start writing. Whether they write a full book or whether they don't complete, whether they complete, it's left to them. But let them not block their passion. It should not be blocked in their mind. It should come out in the form of writing. That is first important. Once they start writing, then ideas will automatically come to them. It will definitely take them places.
Absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, is there something you discovered completely different while writing this book about yourself or about something?
The main thing I realized was that I could write. That itself, like, I really I could get it for the first time. Though so many ideas used to come and go. I used to, for many of my small cousins, young cousins, and nephews and all. I have told so many stories and all, imaginary stories when they used to ask, like when they were kids. But at the same time, I never understood. Like I never realized that I could write a book from starting till end and I could complete it. Actually, it's a surprise to many of the people. They are saying, "Oh, you're already an author." They are saying, they are looking at me like as though I'm a demigod now. So that itself is a big realization that I could write.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am, what was your favorite part? Was it drafting or was it editing or the final touches?
Yeah, the final touches is the main thing because that gives a uh, complete get up of that story how it ends. That should remain in the mind of the people when it ends because people may forget in between what they have read. But once they read in the end, that should give such a memorable moment to them. Yeah, that
Yeah.
they should not forget the book or the characters. So writing the conclusion, writing the final touches is really very very important. I enjoy that.
Okay, ma'am. And what was the worst part? Like, was it editing or was it drafting?
Drafting was okay. Editing part is very very boring. Very boring. Again and again, I have to read the whole thing again. Oh, I get pissed off actually. Same thing. It looks like I've read the same thing, but every time you read,
Something is
you
missing
make
out.
some changes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
Okay,
takes a
ma'am.
lot of time. Mm.
Absolutely, ma'am. The editing part, even
Yeah,
if we write something small or an essay, also we said, no, this is
yeah.
not good, we should change it. And again, that even we are pissed off and writing a book and again editing the whole book, that's really a different matter.
Yeah, that is right.
So, ma'am, I just want to know about your publishing journey. Now your book has been published. So, how was your journey? How did you come to find Astitva Prakashan and how was your experience? I just want to know about
Yeah, actually, one of my friend, he had a really bad experience with one of his publishers. So at that time, I wanted to publish the book. So because he had already published the book, so I spoke to him. He told, "No, no, don't go in for my publisher. He's very bad. So I'll suggest you one name. You go and speak to that person." That's how I came to you actually, Astitvam Prakasha. So, but once I came to you, I didn't have anything to look back at all. The team is so good because with my so busy schedule, every time you used to call me up, and that's how I used to get initiative to go move forward. Otherwise, I don't think so. It would have been possible only to publish because the teamwork is really good in our team.
Okay, ma'am. So, yeah. So, we are already having a sequel of this, like it's a sequel book. So, else than this, do we can we expect something else from you on the same friction or non-friction, whatever genre?
Yeah, actually, one more sequel of the same. sequel of this is already ready with me. Only little bit of editing part is there remaining. Apart from that, I'm writing one more. It's quite completely different from this adventure. It's not an adventure. It's uh, friendship. It's not like a friendship. It's a relationship between three people.
Okay.
But it is not like too much connected to romantic and all. It's very beautifully done. Like I have not gone too much into romance and all, but the bringing out the feelings of the three people in the relationship. So that's how I'm writing one more book. Uh, so let me see when I will be able to complete.
Okay, ma'am. I'm really excited for looking into that book as well. Like writing a like adventurous story to going on to something that's completely
Yeah,
different. So
yeah,
I really expect you to have your back again with us.
definitely, definitely. Once it is ready, I'll come back to you only.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insightful thoughts with us. It was a pleasure having you and knowing about how the inspiration of your work and the inspiration of your story. I'm really inspired and I really hope to have you here again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot. I should thank you actually, because I have had a very wonderful experience with you people. I told that person also. I am really thankful to you. You suggested their name to me.
Okay, ma'am. Have a good day.